Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Make Ineos Great Again in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. So I've been reading some comments from you guys and learning a bit more about the game, I guess, as well at the same time. But essentially, we can change our shortlist for riders we want to sign by filtering through 2024 only riders. There was a comment as well about signing a rider from, not a rider from, or technically a rider from, a rider that Ineos have signed IRL, Bob Youngles, if we want to keep it realistic. I somewhat back it. It's a good rider to replace Luke Rowe, who does technically IRL. He retires at the end of this season. So I back it from that respect. I think Bob Youngles is a great rider to replace, not necessarily Luke Rowe, because Luke Rowe is I'm looking at the wrong screen. I need to go team attributes. There we go. If we go to Luke Rowe, there he is. He's actually on the first page. If we look at Luke Rowe, we're looking at a flat rider, so a good rider for basically a domestic role. A domestic role. And then a rider that's somewhat good at the cobbles as well, with a bit of downhill ability and stamina. And then if we go across to World, and then we look for Bob Youngles is currently at Q365, I think. Youngles is GELS. Oh, he's at Bora. Really? Wow. So he's kind of the point I was getting at. He's the opposite rider to Luke Rowe. But if I think about a road captain with experience, which is kind of what Bob Youngles would be if he comes across to Ineos, being 32 when he gets there. That's kind of what he is, a good time trialist. He's kind of better at the flat. He's got good stamina. He's not terrible in the hills. I tell you what, I like this shout. We're gonna add him to the shortlist. I think that's not a bad shout actually. Looking at his stats in the game at least, and he's still young enough to make a difference. I quite like it. All right, in this episode, we're going to be taking on the UAE Tour. Well, we might not finish it, but we're at least going to start it. So we're going to have a bit of a look at the team taking part. All right, let's get into it. Okay, and here we are. So currently we've got Magnus Sheffield, Thyman Arensman, Tobias Foss, Amar Frail, Michael Kwiatkowski, Elia Viviani, which I might keep, and Ben Swift. Now, if I think about it, I think I want G taking part. Any other riders I really want taking part? Probably not. Maybe Luke Rowe because he's on 99% fitness. Any others? Josh Tarling. Is there a time trial in this tour? I think there is. All right, we'll put Josh Tarling in. He's exceptionally good at the time trial. So, he's on an 80. He's 83 ranked, but he's on 97% fitness. So he's a bit boosted. All right, so we've got 2 riders added. We need to take 2 riders out. So I'm thinking Tobias Foss. And I'm thinking, looking through the list, Omar Frail. Yeah. I thought we're still over. Huh? Oh, because we added G Luke Rowe. I kind of agree with that. We'll take Ben Swift out then in that case. All right, so first stage is a flat race. Who do we have coming along? Viviani's here, so we'll jump in. We'll see if we can get Viviani for a sprint win. We have some strong riders for the lead out. Hopefully we can get ourselves up for a bit of a result. We'll see how we go. We'll jump into it. All right, here we are on the streets of Oman. We've got some riders trying to get off the front. Amador still rides for EF. I didn't actually know that IRL. Huh. Okay. We got Ara van der Berg as well as Baldacchini getting up the road as well. All right, so our riders, okay, we've got a couple trying to slip off the front here as well. Another Viviani. Viviani, though, not Viviani. I don't know if I said that different, if I'm honest, but yeah, Romeo as well. We've got a lot of our riders up here, which is very good news. They've all made their way to the front. Arensman and Thomas both starting their season, which is very good news. Getting their way into some shape for the year ahead. I keep clicking off them, which is not good. There we go. Good. Okay. Maintain down to 47. Got Luke Rose here. Protect Thomas. I think he's our rider for GC, even though Arensman is here. But G is, look, he's in good form. He's at, what is he at? He's at 98% fitness, so he should be in pretty good shape to win this thing, potentially. Who else is here? Philipson, Milan, they're sprinters, Merlier. Here we are. Apparently Josh Tarling is actually our best shape, which might not be wrong. He's very good at the time trial. All right, we've got Kwiatkowski moving up. Good job. Move you back a bit to 47 as well. And that's all our riders. Okay, it looks like the peloton agrees with the breakaway. We've got 3 riders out front, Arenberg, or Vandenberg, Aramador, and Baldacchini. Baldacchini? Sure. All right, we're going to move a long way into this stage and see how the sprint fares for us with Viviani looking like the sprinter for the stage. We need to get a rider on him, actually, which will be, I think, Magnus Sheffield for now. Okay, we'll see you guys as we form the sprint train. All right, pace has ramped a little bit, so we need to up the effort. Viviani slipping back slightly, but not too much. If we look down a little bit, you can see our rider's still in the top half of the peloton, which is very good news. We're going to move all the way through the stage. Couple little lumps along the way, but nothing too major. All right, the peloton's reacted a bit to the break here. A bit early, I would say, 50k out, but we are under a minute already. We've had to chase pretty hard behind. You can see in the left-hand side, we've actually forgotten about Biddens, which is never good. Should we have Kwiatkowski? Okay, Kwiatkowski to grab those. But yeah, pelotons are all back together, as you can see in the bottom corner there, or bottom-ish sector. Yeah, bit early, 40k out. We've got a couple little rollers still to come. We're going to jump all the way to this finish of the stage. Okay, I think we have decided to start the sprint a little bit late. We've got GLE still up here and Arensman. Viviani's actually been dropped quite significantly. Quite a few big riders. Vandenberg's back here. I think there's another big name back here I noticed as well. Einhorn, who's a good sprinter. Hepburn's back here, one of the better Aussie riders. Yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, a few good riders being dropped. So we're going to lead, believe it or not, G out for a sprint, I guess. We're going to jump on Arensman's wheel, who's going to have Kwiatkowski's wheel, who's going to have Luke Rowe's wheel. He's going to go on effort, probably 99 for now. just to get us a little bit of a ways up the peloton to the front. He's almost actually gassed, which is not the best, but we might sit on his wheel for now just to, oh, okay, we're actually at the K to go banner. So we'll launch with Arensman and we'll launch with Luke Rowe, but at least we're in for the stage. No time loss on our main GC riders, but time loss for Viviani. I gotta just say sorry to him. We weren't really paying attention to the stage. This is where I am not the best at team manager mode. I'm not great at paying attention to the whole team. It's why I actually prefer the Albert Engel career. I'll say that for the first time in the Ineos mode. The Albert Engel series is my preference. I prefer just focusing on one rider, but that's okay. We got Olav Kuj taking the win, Jonathan Milan there in second, Pascal Ackermann in third, Anna Deli and Gaviria. It's a lot of the top name in sprint in the sprint world. Jasper Philipson only managing sixth. Wow. The young, not young, the GC to Olav Kuj. Points class to him as well. Young riders with him. Team classes with Quickstep Sudal. All right, let's get into the next stage. And the next stage is a time trial, 12K in length. Let's get in and hope Josh Tarling and G can take a bit of a result for the team. All right, and our riders are rolling off. We've got Sheffield up first, who we will jump in for. He's a very good time trialist. And see if we can get an early lead on the timesheets. All right, here he is, Magnus Sheffield, rolling down the start ramp. And so it's 12K in length. I'm thinking 87, maybe 88 even off the rip is not a bad shout for him. It's too much. Okay, 86 for now. Viviani's rolled down as well, but we're going to keep him on predefined. That's okay. 86 looks like a little bit too much for Sheffield, but I'm kind of okay with it. We might move it back to 85 for just a second. Just to get, so basically we're trying to match the start-finish line up to the red. Not the yellow. Typically we're looking at yellow in a time trial, but in this one, we're looking at red because it's a bit short. 12K is between a prologue and time trial length. All right, so he's leading early, 18 seconds up, which is good, but not many riders have been off. We're going to put him on 86 for now. We got Tarling's off in just a second, which we do need to pay attention to. He's one of our other very good time trialists. And we have Magnus looking pretty good out here. Might move him up to 87. Just put it on pause for a second and move him up to 87. Okay, that's looking good. We got Tarling about to roll down the start ramp. We got Magnus Sheffield about to roll across the finish line. And he is 23 seconds up on the stage. We've got Tarling down the ramp. He is the Euro champion. And we'll put him on 85 just for now. All right, he's looking pretty good early on. We have pretty much Magnus Sheffield as our reference point, and we'll see if Tarling can beat him. He is a long way down on GC, which is okay, but we want to get a stage win out of this stage, if I'm honest. So we'll see how he goes. All right, we'll move him up now from 86 to 88, which is quite a step up, but he's looking very strong. And we're through the first time track. He's actually almost 20 seconds up on GC with a little bit in the bag. We're going to have to move him back to 86 for the time being, just because he has, say, a little bit in the bag, but he's burned a few bridges. He's looking okay, though. 86 seems all right. We'll move him back to 84 or 5 for now. All right, back up to 87. And at the final time check, it is first by 32 seconds. Magnus unfortunately fell down the ramp a little bit from him, but 32 seconds is looking pretty strong. All right, so we've got Kwiatkowski, Rowe, and Arensman, and also Thomas to come. Thomas is our main GC rider in this race, so we'll jump a little bit of the ways ahead. All right, so Tarling is still in the lead, which is huge. He's up 18 seconds on Malassi from Movistar, but we have G on the course. He's sitting pretty strong. We're going to pop him on 86 for now, on a not a not a good day, but not a terrible day. He's looking at catching Groves ahead of him. He's minute man or 30 seconds. I'm not too sure what it is in the early TT stages. But he's at 37 seconds to Tarling through the first time check. So I'll pop him up on 80, 91 even. I can see the kite to go better. So I think that's not terrible. Oh, I'll just put him on 99. He's burning out his bridges a little bit soon. All right, come on, G. It's not even the top 20, 24th. It's not the best result. But it's only sprinters ahead of him. That's good news. Still hoping the time trial. We have 23rd for Arensman as well. Tarling is still leading, but we got, yes, indeed, this rider. He's not looking that great. We have 20th on GC for Vekek. How's Ariuso going? Let's watch Vine. I think he's our first real contender against the stage win. Second. Oh, he's looking good. Let's see the final result. Oh, 7 seconds. Okay, that's good news. Kempenarts as well. Strong time trialist. Can he dethrone Tarling? No, he cannot. We have Almeida. Third as well for him. Tobias Lund. And Biniam Gourmet. No, I don't think any of these riders are going to threaten GC. Jordi Moose? No. Bonifazio? I doubt it. No. Merlier? No. Cav was riding high on GC. Lampart's up there. Christoph? No. Philipson? Well, he's running alright. Gaviria? No. Delee? No. Amador? Oh, Amador's riding alright. Borhaus? Not so much. Oh, Milan's riding a good TT. And we have Kuj not riding the best, but Milan rides pretty strong. And then we've got our GC leader Kuj to come in, but not quite. It is a stage win for the Ineos man, the Euro champion Josh Tarling. GC goes to Jay Vine, the UAE rider, Aussie champion. No Ineos rider in the top 10 currently. Hopefully we can change that. Points class, Ulav Kush, say his name right, ish. Young rider with Lorenzo Malassi, and team class with UAE at the moment. All right, let's get into stage 3. Whoa, stage 3 is up to Jabal Jais. A rider or a stage for G, maybe Arensman as well. We'll see how we go. Alright, this is not the only stage that will shape GC, but it is a major stage that will shape GC. So we've got Kwiatkowski, Thomas, and Arensman all the way up here already. Viviani is up here. You can protect Thomas. Oh, not quite. We'll get Sheffield up here. And we have Luke Rowe as well. Perfect. We need all riders still on 70-ish. We have Josh Tarling, the last stage winner, trying to get his way up the front. I think Luke Rowe to protect G is a good shout. Where is G? He's not that far away. Good. All right. We're going to jump our ways a little bit forward whilst Tarling tries to get his way up here. I guess the stage is just a hard stage, isn't it? Okay, good. All right. We should be able to drop the effort for everybody down to below 40, which is perfect, and just cruise our way along. Our way along. We have Astana, Movistar, Interwanti, Jayco, and Tudor Pro Cycling representing the break. We'll catch you guys just as we're about to start this final climb, or the main climb, the only climb. All right, we caught the early breakaway a little bit too early, so a couple other riders have decided to counter. Rui Costa from EF is up there, so I don't think the peloton rates that. He's not that far down on GC. We have Christian Odd Ecking. Oh, we have a reminder to grab water behind. Another reason why I absolutely love team class mode. And Guerrero's up there as well, a good climber. But I don't think they're going to go too far ahead of the peloton. In fact, they've already been caught. All right, we'll keep accelerating through to on this final. Okay, we are basically officially on the climb. We're going to have a bit of a train, which is old school Ineos. We're going to have, I think G sits on Magnus Sheffield, which is a good shout. Magnus Sheffield can sit on Arensman. Arensman can sit on Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski can sit on... I think Tarling is the best shout. And then Tarling onto Luke Rowe. And then Luke Rowe onto Viviani, our sprinter. Okay. Let's sit on effort. Probably 85 effort for now. We'll just see how that looks. He's moving a little bit up the way. Borehouse is moving out of him though, so 91 looks okay. We just want to get alongside the UAE team. Realistically, because Ayuso is looking pretty decent. Okay, Viviani's looking strong, but he doesn't have much left in him. He's in front of the UAE team, but they're coming alongside. Okay, let's go with Luke Rowe then. We're at 12k to go, so we'll go with Luke Rowe for now. 88-ish. Okay, let's get Viviani off the front. Good job, Viviani. Not bad getting this in position. We've got Luke Rowe looking all right. We have the UAE team with Del Toro, Groschner, Ulisi. God, it's such a strong team. Ayuso's there as well. Almeida and Jay Vine are knocking around. We've got Kelderman and Krushwick here. Luke Rowe's a bit cooked, so we're going to have to move ahead with Josh Tarling. Get Luke Rowe out of the way. All right, good job to Luke Rowe. All right, Josh Tarling needs to move up a bit, so 90 will do him for now. He's a bit boxed. All right, great. Get out and about. Good job. Okay, so Josh Tarling has Arensman, Sheffield, or Kwiatkowski's on his wheel, but Arensman, Sheffield, and then Thomas, although Josh Tarling is now done. All right, so it's time for Kwiatkowski to hit the front. Jay Vine sitting up there. Del Toro's looking strong. We've got 5k to go. Kwiatkowski, we just got to watch that red. We've got to watch G as well. Sheffield and Arensman are pretty cooked. It's been a very hot climb, this one. All right, it's time for Arensman. Arensman's pretty cooked. It's time for Sheffield. Oh, I haven't taken gels yet. All right, take gels with everybody. Okay, it's time for Sheffield. Maybe 77-ish. For now, at least. Get around Arensman, please. Not many riders are looking good from Ineos, I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's hope G can do something, but probably not. Okay, let's sit on maintain. Around the 60-ish mark. 54 looks okay as well. We're not many riders left in his front half. Jorgensen's up here. We've got Caruso, Almeida, and Wout Poles. G's on the back. We're under a K to go. We're going to launch our sprint. Maybe we can take some riders by surprise. Ooh. Wonder. Oh, it's going to be G. It is. Just Almeida's not going to get there, I don't think. No. It is G. Not a bad ride by the Ineos boys on the Jabal. That might be. I don't think it's quite enough because of the time trial difference, but it might be enough for later on to back a result in the GC. It's definitely going to move him up significantly on GC. Okay, so an early sprint did the trick. G taking the win over Almeida, a fair time gap to Caruso and co. It is Almeida leading GC by 40 seconds over G, unfortunately, but maybe we can get crafty. Best climber is with G. We have sprint class being led by Olav Kuj. We have young rider with Jorgensen and team class with UAE over us by 21 seconds. So we're looking a bit more competitive. At least we're beating Visma, which is good. It's a bit better than how Ineos fare IRL. In terms of the remainder of the tour, UAE, we have 4, 5, 6, and 7 to go. So 4 stages to go. A lot of flat stages, so we'll get through those very quickly. But we do have another mountain stage. So the win is not over just yet. In terms of the remainder of this season, we're looking at Omloop. We'll sim the Grand Camino whilst we do that. We have the Trofeo Lejuina. And we also have Strada Bianche. So we'll do these 2 races in the same episode for sure. All right, we'll catch you guys next time. Let's just check any interesting intel in here. Jonathan Navarez is a little bit tricky, unfortunately. We've got some prize money. Ooh, 11k. Not bad. 26. And then the rest is just Outlook related. Okay. All right. I appreciate the comments, guys. Keep leaving them below. And also give me a subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to try and build this channel above 100 subscribers, which we're not far off, which is awesome. We'll get there pretty soon, I'm sure. But yeah, keep leaving comments below as well about riders we should sign. Bob Youngles is now shortlisted. We'll jump in that maybe just quickly before we end the episode. I have completely blanked on how to show riders we have shortlisted. Alright, so just a reminder, for 2025 and beyond, some of these riders are not actually available to sign. But for 2025 and beyond, currently we're looking at Lenny Martinez, Juan Ayuso, Corbin Strong, Remco, Brendan McNulty, Jorgen Nordenhag, Felipe Martinez, and Bob Youngles. So riders that we can actually sign next season are Nord, Bob Youngles, Corbin Strong, and also Lenny Martinez. So keep filtering them through, guys. I think I'll quickly show now. How about that? Free in 2025, we have Simon Yates, a rider who's been at Ineos before. We have Lenny Martinez, Simon Carr. Ooh, I like that shout. We'll shortlist Simon Carr. We also have Finn Fisher Black. That's not a bad shout either. He rides for UAE from New Zealand, current New Zealand champion. Not terrible at all. Rafael Micah, Ivan Sosa. We're going to have Sergio Higuita as well. Interesting batch. All right, what about Mountain? Okay, Simon Yates, who has signed for Jayco IRL. I don't think he's a rider for Ineos. Sosa's not a bad shout still. What about Time Trial? Who's up there for that old Campeonato course? Lawson Craddock, not a bad shout. Maximilian Sashman is a very good shout as well. Leonard Kemner, the young German. We might take a little look at him. We'll put him on the shortlist at least. That'll do for this episode, but that is a reminder to who we have shortlisted for 2025 signing. So these are our riders currently that we could sign in 2025. Leonard Kemner, Finn Fisher-Black, Bob Youngles, Simon Carr, Lenny Martinez, Jorgen Noldenhug, and Corbin Strong. I suppose Lenny Martinez is one of the better riders. And a good shout is I'm not underwriting how strong that I've forgotten his name. I really shouldn't. Carlos Rodriguez might be for the team yet. I just don't think he's a rider for the tour, but he could be. He might develop into that rider. All right. Peace out, guys.